We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Right there, 56.
Here's White. Open man here is Conklin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Here's Hall again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The play fake, now White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Straight ahead is Hall. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Knight, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Zonovan Knight, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jameis now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
In motion left is Thomas. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Will Lutz on for the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, White. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
To try again after the sack. White. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, White. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. Fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finding room at midfield. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 67 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now White. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action, here's White. Rolling to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, it's White. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. White. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And this one's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Thomas, the man in motion left. Complete. It's Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Coming up on 2nd and 7. White. Open man is Uzama. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. White looks to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Olave holds it in. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. In motion left is Thomas. They throw it out right complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 15 now. Winston flush to his right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Winston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Second and 10. He's back to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. Back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.